Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Becca and today we are going to be talking about my top 10 favorite plastic swaps in honor of Plastic Free July. I am pretty passionate about hating plastic, so I definitely wanted to make a video even though it is a little bit late for this month, but here we are. Make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me, and also you can check me out on Instagram. These are swaps that are so easy to make, and I love them because most of them actually save you a bit of money as well. I'm going to start with number 10, even though all of these swaps are amazing and we love all of them. We'll work our way up to some of our very, very favorites that we use every single day. Number 10 is shampoo bars. I actually just got these fairly recently and I absolutely love it. They are great. It only takes like 6 rubs on your little head and then you have a full lather. It's pretty crazy. Whereas with shampoo, I have to like squirt a fair amount on, and you know, the bottles go by so fast, you have to rebuy them all the time. So I've really been liking them. I think it cleans my hair just fine. The bars themselves are a little pricey at first, it seems, because it's like $16 for a shampoo bar, whereas a bottle of shampoo is like only 10, but it actually lasts for way more washes than a shampoo bottle does, and then you don't have to worry about the plastic bottle. And along with that, we also make our own soap bars. It's a hobby that I got into a while ago and it's so therapeutic and fun. It's like making art. I love it. Number 9 is actually just to do with all of our house cleaning. We don't buy anything disposable for the house. So I make our own cleaners and we don't use like disposable Lysol wipes or anything. I just use rags and then a toilet brush, obviously. I have found that a lot of the household cleaners aren't really necessary and they're just toxic garbage that is marketed to say that it kills so many germs, but really just rubbing stuff down with a little bit of vinegar does the same exact thing. A lot healthier for you, a lot cheaper, it's better for the environment, and no plastic. So number 8 is a big one for us or anybody else that might have little babies. We cloth diaper and we really love it. So it ends up using more water in the wash, but if you think about the water that has to go into making the disposable diapers and then the waste of the diapers after you use it one time, it is safe to say that it uses a lot less resources than disposable diapers, especially if it lives for the next child or you pass the diapers along to somebody else that has children. So we were lucky and we got most of our diapers secondhand and they're great. We love them. By now, our 14-month-old son would have used over 3,000 diapers, and he's used maybe 30 in his whole life. The crazy thing is too, is that the diapers that I was in as a baby are still sitting in a landfill somewhere. Like, the plastic doesn't go away. It stays around for hundreds of years. And then they're discovering it breaks down into microplastic, which stays around even longer. Number 7 is a menstrual cup for women, obviously. I've been using a menstrual cup for probably like 3 years now. Honest to goodness, life changer. It makes periods so easy and clean. Love it. Highly recommend. And then it's great because you buy it once and then you don't ever have to buy anything ever again. Again, saves money, ditches the plastic. Win-win. So number 6 is kind of a broad one, but it is thrift shopping. So pretty much everything that we get, I try to get secondhand. So all of our furniture, all of our boys' toys, everything, clothes, household items like kitchen goods and decor, I try to get all secondhand. So then it's not buying new and it's not getting new plastic things. So I think that is a huge way to help reduce your plastic consumption. Another thing to think about through all of this is to be more minimal. So there are so many things that I thought we needed when we first moved into this new house, and it's taken so long that we've come to find other ways of doing a certain thing without needing to buy extra things. For example, I wanted a special stand in here so that our son could stand and like watch us cook, but we just pull up a chair and he stands on that and he can see perfectly well. That would have only lasted for maybe a year or so, and then I wouldn't have needed it anymore. But this chair we can use forever. So just stuff like that. Try to get away from single use or stuff that doesn't have much longevity to. Number 5 is an obvious one that we use every single time, is when you go to the grocery store, just bring your own reusable bags. So I just always leave mine in the car, so that way I'm not ever at the store and like, oh shoot, I forgot them at home. It's really great here in New Zealand because I don't think I've even seen plastic bags anywhere. And I know that some more progressive places in the United States have started banning plastic bags. Like they started doing that in New York, but places like my hometown in Texas still widely use them. And it's just crazy because you don't need them. Another thing when you're grocery shopping is the use of the little produce plastic bags. So you can buy some cloth ones that you can reuse, but I just put them right into the cart and then I bag them right up after. Like if I buy 6 apples, for example, I don't put them in a plastic bag to keep them together. I just put them in my grocery cart and it doesn't seem to be an issue for me. You should be washing your produce anyway, so don't worry about it getting dirty. Okay, number 4 is another one that I really love is buying in bulk. Because 1, again, it saves you money when you buy a huge quantity of stuff. It reduces the price of it. And 2, I just love having a full cupboard. It's one of my favorite things. 2 things that I always like to do is we have actually used a bunch of jars that we have on hand and then use that as our storage. So we have a ton of Fix and Fog peanut butter jars, for example. So remove all the labels from that and then you can store all of your bulk items in there. Another thing is that we have a bulk store nearby called Bin In, and if you bring your own containers or bags, they actually take 5% off of every single item that you get. Not only are you using less plastic, but you are also saving money. Again, it seems to be a theme. It's great when you buy in bulk because you're not buying little amounts of stuff perfectly packaged in plastic like you do at the grocery store. You get a bunch of stuff not packaged in plastic, so it's a win-win there too. Number 3, I've worked on this for quite some time, but I had a goal several years back that I wanted to try to get rid of plastic in the kitchen completely. I started with our Tupperwares. We used to have plastic ones, and when I learned about how you heat up plastic, it leaches chemicals into your food, threw away our plastic Tupperwares and then got glass ones. Another way that we store our food is we'll just put it in a Pyrex bowl and then cover it with beeswax wraps, or any kind of reusable covering would work. The final way to store food is silicone bags. Between these 3 options, we can store all of our food, no plastic, and it's great. We love it. Okay, number 2, this is a huge one that I recommend everybody does if you haven't already. Quit using plastic water bottles. It costs more to drink water from plastic water bottles like that than it does to buy gas. And it's just insane. You drink that a little bit of water and then that plastic water bottle is here for centuries. Anytime we leave the house for more than an hour, we always bring along our water bottles, and that way we're well hydrated and we don't have to pay expensive prices for water bottles and no plastic. It's also really nice because there's some really nice water bottles out in the market. So they'll keep your stuff cold or warm, whichever way you prefer it. And they're so much cuter. Again, there's just so many pros to switching out plastic in your life. Another beverage container that I really like is the Keep Cups. So anytime that we go out to coffee, I refuse to buy it unless I have a Keep Cup or we can actually sit down and drink it in their mugs at the cafe. I can never justify needing a coffee that bad to need a plastic lid cup. Okay, my final one. This sounds goofy, but our favorite swap is silicone baking mats. They are magic. I bake everything on there that goes into the oven with these because they do not stick. You don't need oil. You don't need anything. You can just bake your food on it. I used to have such bad food sticking issues because I don't like using a ton of oil, and these don't have that issue. Plus, you use them, you wash them off, and then you can put them back into the drawer to be reused the next day when you bake something. So we bake everything on them, like sweet and savory. It's all good for these mats. They can handle everything. Ours have a lot of years in use, so sorry they look so grunge. And I like how we saved this for last and they look like this, but this just goes to show how much we use them and love them. Anytime I'm trying to think of something to give as a Christmas gift, I always give them these if they don't have them because they have changed our lives that much. So, and they're not very expensive. They're less than $15, I'm pretty sure. So go ahead and do yourself the gift of giving yourself one of these mats. Anyways, those are our top 10 favorite swaps for plastic that we have done over the last few years. They're all great. I can honestly say that they've all changed our lives. Like I said, they usually save you money, they help you to stop using plastic, and they help the environment. So there are definitely still some things that we need to work on and that I want to improve upon. For example, we drink a lot of plant milk and they come in those terrible cartons. But I think what we're gonna start trying to do soon is just making our own, and stuff like toothpaste and toothbrushes. I know that they have bamboo toothbrushes, but those ones are more expensive and I don't like the quality of them as much a lot of the times because I have tried them a couple times. Yeah, there's definitely still things that I could be better on. I'm not trying to say that I'm perfect. Another thing that we could do better at is that I still buy stuff that's in plastic. So frozen blueberries, for example. Are you biting me? I'm not completely plastic free because it's really hard. And I understand that, but it's just the little swaps that you can make in your life that make a big difference. Just trying to get everybody to help a little bit is the goal here. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can make one little step at a time, figure out if it works for you in your life, and then move on from there. And everybody will appreciate it. Those are our top 10 things. If you have any that I didn't talk about, please comment them below because I would love to hear some more ideas. And again, if you like this video, feel free to like it. And if you would like to watch more videos about us, we make videos about moving to New Zealand because we just recently did that, and about food because we're plant-based and love eating, and about our sweet little baby boy and just parenthood in general. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.